Donald Trump is back out there on the campaign trail right now. During an interview earlier in the day with CNN's Dana Bash, after that ribbon-cutting ceremony at his new hotel here in Washington, Trump predicted, and I'm quoting him now, he predicted a tremendous victory on Election Day. Let's bring in our political experts, starting with Dana right now. Dana, you spent some time with him. Did he seem more focused on winning this election or having a wonderful opening for his hotel?
I have to say he did seem more focused on winning the election. In his actual event in and around the hotel, obviously, he was talking a lot about his hotel, but he was much more mellow, much more subdued, dare I say, a little bit more introspective than I've ever heard or seen him before. But when he and I talked briefly, there's no question that he sounded more upbeat, and it seemed to me that he truly believed more than he was letting on even a couple of days ago that it was more possible. And it's probably because of things like the new poll from Bloomberg this morning that showed him up a couple of points in Florida. Never mind that yesterday or the day before he was talking about all these polls being dark polls, but we'll leave that aside.
We're going to have more of your interview coming up later here in the Situation Room. Mark Preston, let's take a look at that new poll in Florida. This is the Bloomberg poll. Trump, 45%, Clinton, 43%, Gary Johnson, 4%, Jill Stein, 2%. Does he really have a shot of winning Florida?
Well, I think in this election, absolute declarations are probably wrong to do because there's so many surprises. But if you look at the state of Florida, it really is a snapshot of the whole nation. You know, with northern part of Florida, specifically the Panhandle, tends to be a little more Republican, rural. You work all your way down to Miami, a little more diverse. And if you look at how it's broken up that way, Hillary Clinton's doing well down in the South, in South Florida, and of course, Donald Trump is doing well in the North. Where he is gaining ground, or which is going to be critical in this election, is that he's winning independents right now in that state. And people are wondering why. And they forget the fact that Hillary Clinton's disapproval rating, her unfavorable rating right now is 52%. Now, Trump's is 57%, but she's over 50%. So could Trump win the state? Yes. But here's the bottom line. He needs to win the state in order to continue on through election night.
Olivia Nuzzi, by now I think all of us have seen that exchange between Newt Gingrich and Megyn Kelly on Fox. It was pretty brutal, I must say. But today, Trump went out of his way at this opening ceremony and Newt Gingrich was there with his wife Callista, and he praised Newt Gingrich. We heard that exchange as well. Does that help or hurt Trump right now with 13 days to go?
I think it absolutely hurts him, but he doesn't seem to know that. I mean, obviously, as you said, he praised Newt Gingrich today on stage. He thinks it's a good thing to have his surrogates doubling down on his message, which is, you know, anti-women in a lot of respects and certainly anti-Megyn Kelly. So I don't think it helps him at all, but I don't think he really is aware of that, and I don't think he really cares.
Well, he did give a nice shout out to Newt Gingrich today. Julia Ioffe, he criticized Hillary Clinton's policies as far as Syria is concerned. Here's what he said in an interview with Reuters. This is Donald Trump. Quote, "What we should do is focus on ISIS. We should not be focusing on Syria. You're going to end up in World War III over Syria if we listen to Hillary Clinton." All right, that's what he said in the interview with the Reuters. Now, a Russian political leader, and you're an expert on Russia, Vladimir Zhirinovsky, he suggested that Hillary Clinton could spark World War III as well. This is what Zhirinovsky said. "Americans voting for a president on November 8th must realize that they are voting for peace on planet Earth if they vote for Trump, but if they vote for Hillary, it's war." So it sounds like Trump is saying what Zhirinovsky was saying.
Oh, there's so much to unpack there, starting from the fact that in Russia, Zhirinovsky is often compared to Trump. He's called the Russian Trump. And this is a line that we've heard throughout the presidential campaign in Russia, or our